Health and safety to me is, for one, it's my profession, but it's also my passion.
There's always something that could happen, but if everybody's being aware and paying attention and alert, then we can all take care of each other.
Health and safety to me is the most important reason why I'm here. We care about everybody that we work with in a way to make sure that everybody goes home the same way that they come into work.
It takes all of us. It's not the safety department. It's not going to be the safety pillar. It's going to be every last one of us in this plant to drive it, to drive the safety and the health and the well-being of the employees at Sterling Stamping.
Everybody is here to keep everybody else protected, and everybody, I think, understands that more, thus the result that we've seen. It doesn't matter if you're an electrician, a millwright, you're a production worker, it doesn't matter.
You never know who has a great idea, and you can get new and better ideas from those who are out of the sector as versus those who are in the sector.
We now have a new process, the World Class Manufacturing, or WCM. This is a tool that's going to allow us to not only exceed that goal, but we're going to become the benchmark as a result.
Every aspect of the pillar process and producing a good vehicle and keeping folks safe is incorporated in each pillar, and I think that's what's unique about WCM.
We as individual workers, we want to know that, hey, the company cares about me and what I have to say and what I think about how this job is performed and whether or not this is safe for me, if I think it's safe for the next person that I may train, if I'm not in the area. I mean, I like that about it.
And the nice part about this is that it's based on the operator. We're working now from the ground up. We've got folks involved in safety that never got involved before.
WCM gives us a timeline, 12 weeks to follow it, to say if somebody's hurt, we put this process in place. If 12 weeks it doesn't show up again, we did get the right countermeasure or the right root cause in a good countermeasure.
Unsafe acts, unsafe conditions, near misses, we look for these incidents and we track them, and then we try to develop systems that would eliminate that.
If you have a healthy workforce, you're going to have a very productive workforce. We can affect the bottom line, if you will, on the profitability of the corporation and the plant.
They're working together. It's not just union versus management that's fight each other. We're all trying to come up with one specific goal.
Where we go is we have to develop a concept of zero. We have to have a persistence for zero injuries, zero first aids, zero unsafe conditions, zero unsafe acts. So everything that we have has to drive to that level. And by driving to that level, the risk of a more severe injury comes down exponentially.
It's a proactive approach to keeping folks safe and keeping folks healthy.
Well, with zero injuries, a lot of people think it can't be done, but we understand that to have an injury, a few things got to come together. If we can just make sure those things don't happen, we can have zero injuries.
What we're trying to lead up to is have world-class manufacturing, but world-class safety as well. It gives me great encouragement that we've had a good record lately on fatalities. It certainly doesn't mean that it couldn't happen tomorrow, and it doesn't mean that we can rest on our laurels and where we're at today.
It's about us as individuals wanting the best for ourselves, wanting to stay safe, wanting to keep a job, and wanting to go home to our families at the end of the day. So I think it's great that we haven't had any fatalities. I pray that it continues to be that way, but that all begins with the individual being a conscientious worker.
We've always talked zero injuries, but I see this tool as a tool that can really get us to that. I really believe it.
When I think of fatalities, I think of someone knocking at my door and telling my family that I'm not coming home. And when we've gone 2 years without anyone in this company having that knock on their door, I think that's something to celebrate. That means that everyone's gone home